Okay, so one thing I want to fix is kind of look for some holes in my firewall that I'm getting exhaust or gas fumes in the car. It's quite annoying when you're driving for a while and you're starting to smell like the car. So I kind of want to look at a few things, and I'll just kind of take you along with me to figure out what it is. So the firewall, and let's talk about this tunnel. I've had a lot of wires come in through this tunnel, but I did put a grommet in here, so that'll be my first location. Let's kind of look around there. Okay, I don't see any issue in there. I think we need to look at the passenger side, make sure there's nothing coming in through the wheel well over here. So what I have noticed is the big plug that you would have that goes from the outside of your car in for the air conditioning and a bunch of other stuff, and the computer, came in through this little slot right here. Now I have these wires coming in that's loomed, and I think we need to make some type of grommet that'll go around that to hide that. But the exhaust fumes are not coming in directly from there. The hole does not go straight this way. It kind of comes up from underneath, it kind of wraps around, and so on and so forth. So I don't think that's it. This is nothing. Maybe I can get some like dyno mats type stuff, kind of like this, and put that around it and put a grommet on it. Or I can make a metal plate that'll go over it, screw it in, then have a grommet that goes in the middle of that. So I can do that. There's a little lip on here though. I wonder if I can find that old plug and see what I can do with that. Let me go look for that. Hey Dingus, have you ever thought about the big hole in your trunk that could be the problem? You mean the big hole in the trunk? You think that's the one causing the issue? So you mean like the air would come through the front that could be the issue. What the hell are you eating over there? Is that a bag of dicks? Don't you worry about it. Do you only come out here just to point out the obvious? Captain Obvious? Princess? I'll have to take this abuse. I'm going inside. It does have a point. I think we need to cover up this thing. Because if you think about it, there it is, come underneath and do the thing where it comes up. But I'm not the one who cut this. I found it like this. Just so you know. And just so you guys know. I finished the cut. There's like 3 edges cut. I cut the one. Then I used it. I know people will get hated. There's so much hate over this particular mod. I just want to make sure it's super clear. You can see the one I cut. I cut this line. Everything else is cut before I got here. If you don't believe me, watch my other video. So I bought a few different things I'm gonna try out. This is like a double rubber foam. Rubber foam. And this is legit foam. 2 different sizes. I don't think I'm gonna use this stuff. I bought it just in case. I think the rubber stuff is the stuff I'm gonna use. Hopefully I got enough of it. I also cut a piece of metal, but I need to shape to kind of form it. And then I need to drill holes in it. And then rivet, nut rivet, bolt. You got the plan. I went and got a bunch of stainless steel bolts. Some are 3/4, some are 1 inch. The clearances are pretty tight, so I'll use some of each. I'm gonna do 14 holes. So it's gonna be 3 in the front, 3 in the back, and 4 and 4. That's 14. So, first things first, because the person that cut this previously cut it around the corner, means I have to kind of bend these edges to kind of form fit a little hatch area. Now there are people that do different things on these access panels. They do hinges and welds and all that stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do the riv nuts and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and first put this in the car and then curve these ends to shape. This is the hole. Like I said, the guy cut the edge a little bit, so it's gonna have to lap over, bolt here. The other one's jacked up, so I'm gonna have to hammer that straight. First, I'm gonna put some tape here to kind of line this up. So I'm gonna place this on here. I can map out the bolt holes and go from there. Alright, now that we have the edges bent over, we are going to go ahead and mark out our holes that we are going to drill. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust some of these holes, make them a little wider, and then I'm going to paint this with some undercoat after I prep it, and then we'll bolt it up. So I'm going to lengthen these holes off camera, and then you'll see me paint it. All right. This had time to dry overnight. It's a new day, so this is ready to be installed. I also want to show you something else. You may have asked yourself, what's it gonna do with those little, little galleyway thingies? So I used some clear silicone right here to flatten it out so we can get a good seal. I use a plastic scraper to kind of level it out, and this thing's ready to get installed. Let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, now that that's covered, I'm hoping not to have so much gas smell in the car when I'm driving around having fun. So, if you like this video, please hit the like button, share with your friends, let them know. If you are mad about trap doors for the gas, the fuel pump, so am I. When I first put my fuel pump in there, I dropped the rear end and did it the right way. It wasn't until I was replacing the carpet I noticed that it was already cut open. So here I am fixing it. Anyway, it is what it is. Dealing with the cards dealt. Until next time, again, I have lots and lots of videos coming, lots of work on this car. So please stay tuned. Until next time, have a great day.